Hello everyone. Today I thought why not make a nice video on a classic double barrel shotgun. So here I am. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a Winchester Model 21, and as you can see, it is a classic double barrel shotgun. So let's go into the field strip and take a look at this gun up close. Okay, so. Classic example of utilitarian firearms. We've got two barrels side by side. You've seen it in all of the movies, and pretty much most of the people have used it for hunting or for anything. So a very common gun, even nowadays when we have much better shotgun designs. These things are still being used. So the way this works, obviously, you break open the barrels and you reload them, and then you just shoot. It's got this lever on the back. That's for the breaking open process, and this one has a safety as well on the back. And it's got a tidy hand guard up front and a hinge on the bottom. It's got two triggers, obviously, one for each barrel. There's different sort of variations on double barrel shotguns. You can have exposed hammers or shrouded hammers, like this one has. You can have, I believe, some new ones have only one trigger, and it's used for firing both barrels. You can correct me if that's not correct. But other than that, it's just a gun. So let's take this apart. So first of all, we take off the handguard, and most of these guns come apart fairly similarly. So let's just take this one as an example, and then the barrels. As you can see, they are just two barrels side by side. There's an extractor at the back, and that's pretty much it. Okay, then we've got the trigger guard there, and a whole bunch of screws, and there's the trigger assembly, and that's it for disassembly. So for reassembly, we have to put that back in with the trigger guard. Nice. Now obviously you can see that this is not a military firearm because of all the screws, but if you're using it for hunting or for stuff that don't require incredible amounts of shooting, it's just fine. Alright, so let's do some operation of this firearm. We're gonna shoot some and see how it works. So front trigger, rear trigger, both, or each one acts on one barrel, and then if we move that lever on the top, you can see how it reloads, and then we can shoot again. That's pretty much it. There's a safety on the top there, as I said before, and that's pretty much it. It's a very simple gun. Apparently we can have some other stuff. Let's reload it. Oh, the safety is on. Okay, let's reload it. There we go. And we can have a shorter barrel, what is called a sawn off barrel. It's just a shorter barrel. Now in some places something like this would be considered illegal, especially if you made it yourself. In Europe, it's not actually a thing. The length of the barrel doesn't mean anything. So if it's a shotgun, it's a shotgun. I think the overall length has to be more than 60 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the overall length of the whole gun. So basically this package right here would be perfectly legal in Europe. Now, I'm not sure how much use there is for this, If you want to have a defensive shotgun, you probably would go for a pump, but still looks cool. And we can also have a sawn-off stock that would make it into sort of a pistol configuration, which is utterly useless, but it looks kind of cool as well. Now this would beat up your wrist if you shot it extensively, and if you shot some hot rounds in it. Oh yeah, this is a 12 gauge shotgun, by the way. I didn't really mention that. You could probably get it in other gauges of shotgun, but that is the most common one. Okay, what else do we have to do? X-ray. You can see the empty shells there in the chambers. That's pretty much it. There's some stuff in the handguard down there. There's not much in the stock or anything at all other than the safety. Most of the working pieces are in the handguard, so that's pretty cool. Okay, here you can see the hammers. They've got coil springs, which is very modern, and the disassembly, or the break open lever. So this is how the shrouded hammers are on a double barrel, and if you have an exposed hammer double barrel shotgun, the hammers are just on top of the action, basically, and you can cock them manually. Well, I guess you have to cock them manually, but you can choose which one to cock if you prefer that. Okay. And there's the barrels as well. That's pretty much it. Right. Cutaway. Let's do a cutaway. There it is. Apparently there isn't a cutaway for a short barrel, so it's doing a long barrel, but that's fine. There's not much going on in the barrel anyway, so there's the triggers. You can see they're connected to the hammers on either side, and that's pretty much it. The hammers get cocked when you break open the shotgun. That's pretty much how it works. And yeah, okay. Do we have to anything else? Yeah, let's do some slow motion, because why the hell not? Let's reload it. Okay, and then fire. Nice. Let's do a cutaway. You can see the trigger there working. Nice. Okay. That's pretty much it. So let's go into full disassembly mode, and we'll see how the little parts of this double barrel look, and then we're gonna reassemble it, and that's gonna probably be enough for this gun. As I said, it's very simple. It does have 80 parts apparently, which is quite a lot if you think about it for a double barrel shotgun, but it's still quite simple though. Okay, so as I said, there's some complexity in the handguard, also some complexity in the action part right underneath the chamber. So if we take off the handguard parts, first of all, there's the forearm catch. That's basically what holds it onto the barrels, and the retainer, and then we've got the shoe. That's what holds it from the back, and then the ejection sear. That's for actuating the ejector. Right, and then we've got ejection hammers, which is pretty cool. One for each barrel. Nice. Okay, and then we can take off the barrel as well. If you look at the barrel, we've got the like a barrel block. That's what connects it with the handguard and also the action. There's the extractor plunger. How do we get the ejectors out? Now these are both ejectors and extractors at the same time, depending on how much force you use to open the shotgun. That just sort of dictates how much force the rounds are gonna come out of the chambers. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the barrels. Not much to it there. And then we've got the action basically assembly. There's the cocking levers. These are used to cock the hammers, obviously. And then how do we take this off? We have to take off the trigger guard first of all. Okay. And then we've got some screws. That comes out. We can take apart this sort of trigger control or fire control group. We've got the two triggers, and that's pretty much it. And then in the action here, we should be able to take this apart. The stock comes off. There's a butt plate and on the end there. It comes off. Okay. And then the action, if I can move the camera over to here, we've got the safety. There we go. And then let's see, what else do we have? There's some pins here that those don't come out yet. There's some screws. Okay, those are for the hammer. What are these things? Sear springs, right? Okay. And then we've got the sears. The hammer should come out as well. Yes, they do. Okay, they come out from the side or from the back. What else? We've got the springs, the hammer springs, and the guide rods here come out from the front. Okay, and then there is a joint pin. Okay, that's the locking bolt, and there's the break open lever. Okay, and then we've got the locking bolt there, and that's it for our double barrel shotgun. Let's put it back together and see if I remembered any of that stuff. Okay, right. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the action, isn't there? Okay, this no. Okay, let's do these springs first of all. They go in. No, okay. There's a little part that I took out before. It's this one, right? The locking bolt. There's also this joint pin here. Okay. That enables the spring there to go in. Okay. And then we've got plungers, top lever. We've got the safety there. Okay. And then we've got the safety assembly. Then we've got the hammers and the sears. Okay. And these parts, cocking levers, right? Okay. And there's the screw, right? After that we have some sear springs on the bottom. There we go. And locking bolt catch. Okay. Then we should be able to put the triggers in with no. Okay. Maybe we need to put the butt plate on first. This is for the forearm. So let's put the forearm together. So catch, and then the ejection hammers. Okay. The wooden part, and then we've got the ejection sears. Okay, right. And then this should go together, the action and the stock, but maybe not. I'm not sure what the problem is there. Okay, we can put the barrel together. Okay, ejectors go in. Then we have a whole bunch of pins and stuff and screws. Right, okay. What is this dependent on? I have no idea. Oh, we just have to put the stock onto the thing rather than put the action onto the stock, right? I get it. Okay, trigger plate goes on. We got a trigger guard as well on the bottom, and then barrel and the forearm, and that is one reassembled double barrel shotgun Winchester Model 21. Okay, I think that's probably quite enough for this shotgun. It's not very complex, but it does have a whole bunch of small parts. But you wouldn't be taking that apart very often. So anyway, a very classic gun, one of the most classic ones. If you think of gun, this is mostly what you think of. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.